Hello, I just realized I forgot something. Hold on. Okay, hi, hello. Welcome to this vlog where I'm going to be traveling. This week has already been chaos. It is Tuesday afternoon, late afternoon. I have finished my work for the week. So work is done. Tomorrow is get the car ready, get my hair done. I have a little bit of hair to do after I get my hair done. And then Thursday, Maeve and I are leaving on a little reading retreat together. So let's talk about what I've read since we last chatted, which is a whole lot of nothing. One thing I forgot to mention in my last vlog is I did finish Heaven Official's Blessing. My battery's gonna die. I will be back. All right, we're gonna go from the phone because, anyways, so I haven't read too much at all yet. I have read the first 100 pages of the Friendship Pact. Oh, I was talking about Heaven Official's Blessing, Volume 3. I did finish this. It was absolutely perfect. I love the series so freaking much. Cannot get enough of them. Love them forever. They are my precious children. They will be protected at all costs. It's going to be ending soon. I'm a little sad, but still very excited. It's a very good series. Anyways, so yes, I'm buddy reading the Friendship Pact with Lindsay now because we finished Heaven Official's Blessing. I read the first 100 pages. I need to read my 50 pages for today, but I'm loving this. The dynamic between our couple, it's Tay and April, is a little bit different. They're a little more antagonistic than most Jill Chalvis, heroines especially, and this has been really, really good so far. I've really enjoyed the first 100 pages. You're dealing with a hero, recently returned from war, seeming to have some PTSD thus far at this point. So do go in prepared for that. She's got her own struggles and insecurities and such, which is pretty commonplace with a women's fiction romance kind of thing. She tends to blend women's fiction and romance pretty well, but her romances are usually pretty strong. So I am very excited. It's going to be very, very good. I'm just really enjoying being back with Jill Chalvis. It's been a minute since I read one of hers. Jill Chalvis is an author not a lot of romance tube reads, but I absolutely adore when I read her. So yes, very much loving Jill Chalvis. I'm about to start A Magic Steeped in Poison, which is my buddy read with Christy over at A Nerdy Book Life. She will be linked down below. She's adorable. I love her to bits. I have not started this yet. I was supposed to start yesterday. She had a crazy day. I had a crazy day. So I've got about 100 pages in this that I need to read today. So I need to read the first, 12 chapters, I think. Yeah, the first 12 chapters. So I will be reading that as well. Manga-wise, I don't think I'm ready to go after Welcome to the Ballroom. I keep not picking up manga, and I think that's why. So I'm going to put that one to the side for now. I'll come back to it later, but it's not feeling like the right time. So the next one on my list is Beauty and the Feast. But I was able to get my hands on the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, the first 3 volumes. So I have technically read the first one, but it's been a while, so I want to reread it. And then I have Volume 2 and Volume 3. So I think I'm going to prioritize reading these. Tonight is video game night for the hubs, so I will have time to read tonight. I do need to quickly edit my game video, so I will get that up. And then... yes, so this and these are going to be my immediate reading priority. So, with that said, I've got to edit, and I got to read, and then I'll be back. And I got to charge my battery in my camera. we are well into Wednesday at this point. I am a little congested. Yesterday I had a bit of a sore throat, but I'm not having that today, so I think it was just a drainage thing. It's feeling a little bit like a small cold, so I'm going to double check with Maeve, make sure she's good to go on the trip with me having a tiny cold, but it's very easily manageable. I have a little bit of a decongestant lemon honey tea here. You saw me making that in the last clip, but I'm here to talk to you about what I've been reading. So first up, The Friendship Pact. I'm about 200 pages into this. I'm still madly in love with this. This is one of my favorite dynamics Jill Shalvis has ever written. This is well on its way to 5 stars for me. There's a lot of depth to the story. I feel like our characters have reasons to be gun shy of one another, and I really love the dynamic that they bring together. It's really beautiful. I've got maybe 3 days left of reading on that. Looking like about 3 days left. So I will be finishing this up while I'm on the trip with Maeve, as long as we still go. So really loving this. Can't get enough of it. I accidentally read an extra chapter today. That tells you how much I'm enjoying it. So there's that. So thoroughly enjoying my buddy read right now. Manga-wise, I did go ahead and reread Volume 1 of the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, and then went on to Volumes 2 and 3. This series is truly so heartwarming. I quite love it. And through these first 3 volumes, we've had a year's worth of time pass. So the time is moving fairly quickly through the volumes, which I'm honestly okay with. I think seeing her grow up a little bit quicker will probably lend to more length to the series. And I'm really interested and excited to see where this is going. And yes, I'm quite loving it. The shenanigans are adorable. Toru, the babysitter, he really is quite an interesting character who hasn't really had people to rely on him and care for him like ever. And so it's fantastic to see how this family rallies around him and how this little girl, Yaika, really truly has just adopted him as her person right now. I mean, her dad's a Yakuza boss and she does her best to get along with him, but he still kind of keeps her at arm's length to keep her safe. Her mom is currently in a coma in a hospital. And so I'm going to put a trigger out there for that with this series. So if you have problems with seeing someone in a coma in a hospital, this is probably not going to be a series for you, because this is a recurring thing that's going to be going on in the series for a while. So yeah, I quite love all of the characters. Each volume, it seems we meet someone new that adds more to the story. And I honestly just have the best time with these characters. It's quite fun. I'm really thoroughly enjoying it. So with that said, I'm just about to dive into A Magic Steeped in Poison. I am very behind on this. So I need to get to chapter 18 today. So that is the goal, to be current with Christy. Yes, I'm a little bit behind and I feel like an awful buddy reading partner because of it. But I am going to be going to get my hair done today. So I'm going to take that with me and read, and then I'm going to be doing my mom's hair tonight as well. And usually while she processes, I don't have too much to do, so I'm going to take it with me to read, and hopefully I'll get plenty of time to read. So I'm very excited. It's one of my old coworkers that's doing my hair, so we might just visit the whole time. I don't know yet. I'm really excited to show you guys the reveal once we're done, because I'm very excited for this look. It's a look I've had many years in the past, but it's been a very long time. And it's honestly, it's going to be different than what I have right now, but not that different. So that's all I'm going to say until I show you. But yeah, I'm going to drink this tea, get my congestion under control. And I do also want to stop by the grocery store to pick up a couple of things before the trip. So, yes, that's the plan. See you later. Hey friends, so it's officially Thursday, which is the day that Maeve and I are headed on our trip. So I'm about to head out. I'm gonna quickly run by my husband's work. We didn't get a proper goodbye before he left this morning, so I'm gonna go get my proper goodbye before I go. And then I'm gonna head off to go grab Maeve, and yeah, we'll start this adventure. I don't know how comfortable she's gonna be like with me vlogging her the next couple of days. She knew I was gonna be vlogging. So you might see her a little bit. I don't know. We're only going to do what she's comfortable with, obviously. She's also bringing her little support animal, Alice, who is an absolute sweetie. So you might see Alice a little bit as well. So anyways, let's head out. Hello vlog. We are here in our comfy room and we made it. The drive was good. And yeah, so now we're here. We're going to read. We're going to relax. We're going to chill out. We'll figure out dinner in a little while. It's only like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we got a while, but we got snacks, we got a puppy, and we got our reads. So I'm going to focus on catching up on Magic Steeped in Poison first, because I am very behind and I want to catch up on this before I go to manga. So that's the plan for now. We'll talk to you once I've caught up. Okay, so it's a little while later, and I'm now 200 pages into A Magic Steeped in Poison. I haven't said too much about what this is about, so I guess I should explain that. So we're primarily following a young woman named Ning. Her mother has passed away. Her father has not gotten over his grief of the loss of his mother, and her sister is beginning to die. And she has received an invitation to participate in a challenge to become like an assistant to the emperor in the capital. And their magic is all done through like the brewing of tea and like seeing into the future and connecting to people through the tea. It's a really interesting magic system. I've really been enjoying it so far. There are obviously political things going on within the empire and within the capital, and that makes for a very interesting story. And of course, she meets a young man, and the young man has secrets, and there's political secrets attached to them, and all those kinds of things. I don't want to spoil things, so I'm not going to say too much more. But I am enjoying it so far. So I'm a little over halfway-ish. Yeah, there's 360-ish pages, and I'm a little over 200 pages in. So I've got a couple more days of reading on that one. But I'm really enjoying it so far. Really excited to see what's going to happen in the next set of pages, because I feel like this is going to be the turning point for the novel, where it's either going to get good or it's going to start going down a route that I'm not necessarily going to be the happiest with. So very interested. Oh, pardon my burp. Very interested to see where that's going to go. Okay, so I'm going to put a pause on that till tomorrow. I need to do the buddy read for the Friendship Pact, which is about 50 pages, and then I get to dive into manga, which will be great. So yay. And yes, Maeve's over there. I just don't know if she wants to be vlogged, so I haven't been putting her in the vlog. So, anyways, I'll talk to you more once I've read more. Hello, I have returned to the hotel room, and I need to talk to you because I've caught up to Lindsay on the Friendship Pact, and I'm still loving this. Like, legitimately, there was a really lovely sex scene in today's pages, and let's just say it was in a library. That's all I need to tell you. It was great. So, now that we're back, we had Annie's Pizzeria for dinner, which was actually quite delicious. For a mom and pop pizza place, I was actually surprised. It was very, very good. So, speaking of, I think I'm going to jump into Beauty and the Feast, because that was the last one on my list since I decided I'm not going to do Welcome to the Ballroom right now, because I'm really just not feeling it, and it was keeping me from reading other things. So, I'm going to do this one. Maybe I'll put a poll up on Instagram while I read these. That could be really fun. I think I'm going to do that. So, once I finish these, we'll come back and we'll figure out what the poll says. Hello, it's time for bed here, so I'm going to quickly tell you my thoughts. So I read 2 and 3 of Beauty and the Feast. I'm on the fence. I feel like it's going to cross lines before I'm ready for it to cross lines, so I don't know. I think I'm going to try to read them before I pick them up now, because I just don't know from here. I just don't know, and it makes me a little sad. If you've been on the fence on this one, maybe stay on the fence a little longer. I'll let you know soon. On the other hand, kept going with Apothecary Diaries. Loved Apothecary Diaries. Love everything about this. 10 out of 10 recommend the series. Forever and ever. Mao and Jinchi get even cuter in these 2 volumes, and I love them. I love them so much. If you want more of my detailed thoughts, I'll give them later. But I had to tell you at least my basic thoughts tonight before I go to bed, because otherwise I'm going to forget. So, with that said, good night. I will see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Friday vlog. So it's like 11:30ish in the morning. We've been up for a little while. So I did my buddy read pages. Didn't mean to drop you, sorry. So I did my buddy read pages in Magic Steeped in Poison. I really am, I don't know how to feel right now. Like, it's taking a turn that I'm not sure I like, and so I don't trust anybody right now, and I have thoughts and feelings about where it's going to go from here. I've got about 100 pages left, so I've got 2 more days worth of reading in this one. So yeah, we'll see how I feel in the next couple of days, in the next couple of installments on that one. But I did finish The Friendship Pact by Jill Chavez this morning. And I really liked how this one ended up resolving the mystery between Tay's father and all that kind of stuff, and how it relates to her relationship with her mother was resolved in a very good way for me. And the way that Tay and Riggs finally come together and get over the martyrs that they're trying to be to each other was done also very, very, very well. So 5 stars, absolutely adored this. I tend to really enjoy my Jill Chavez when I read it. This is like just popcorn, guilty pleasure kind of reading for me. And I just have a great time when I read the stories. Really, really enjoyed this. And yes. So, we're going to go we've got a couple of things that we need to pick up, just grocery-wise for our trip. We both forgot a couple of things. I forgot a bathing suit. Maeve forgot her harness for Alice. So we're just going to go pick up a couple things, get some food while we're out, and then we'll come back and do some more reading. And the plan when I get back is Cheeky Brat time, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to eat. Haven't figured that out yet. We got to go down into Park City, so we've got all sorts of options. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sure most people have heard of Park City, Utah. It's very much like a ski town. It's where they do the Sundance Film Festival, that area. We're like 15 minutes away from there. So we're going to go down into there and get some civilization. Hello. So it's been a little bit. We went and ran some errands, got some lunch, and then we've been back reading, and I read Cheeky Brat volumes 3 and 4, and I still really love this series. The dynamic between them is really fun, but I just wish that Yuki, the girl, would just make up her mind already, because then we could get into all sorts of fun shenanigans when she stops trying to backpedal and pretend she doesn't have feelings for him. But we got a better glimpse at her own insecurities as to why with all of that. And so that was really interesting. And yeah, I am still excited for this series. I know it's a long one and I'm in for all of it. It's got like 18 or 19 or some crazy amount. I'll insert the actual number here because I'll pull it up before I'm editing. Shay will take care of that for me. But yeah, so I still really like it. I still really like the art and the dynamic between them. This is just a really fun series, and I definitely recommend it. So I've got 2 more series I'm going to work on, and then I've got a poll going on Instagram to see the order that you guys want me to read the next 4 in. Again, some time has passed and some reading has happened. So, first up, I did read volumes 4 and 5 of Kageki Shoujo, which is all that I currently have. Volume 6 is currently out as well, but I hadn't picked it up because after volume 3, I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue Kageki Shoujo. So, after reading 4 and 5, I have decided that I do want to continue. After all, these volumes were really solid. The bullying toned way, way down from the first few volumes. And I'm really excited for the future of the series. I really think it's well done, and the theater nerd in me just loves it. There were references to Phantom in these particular volumes, as well as Romeo and Juliet, and they were really a lot of fun. And yes, I'm just very, very excited for the future of the series now that I know that that is, like, calming down a lot. So, the other thing that I got read was this 3-in-1 of Skip Beat, which contains volumes 4, 5, and 6. So, now that I've read this, I understand the appeal of Skip Beat. I was ready to give up after the first 3-in-1, but everybody's like, try one more, tell me how you feel after that. If I didn't like it after this, I was okay to drop it. But now I don't want to drop it. And there's a big problem with that, y'all. There's a big problem with that. 1, the series is freaking long. And 2, it's hard to find in any editions right now. Like, the next volume, I've tried looking on eBay, I've tried looking on Mercari. It's out of stock, not being run by Viz right now, so I'm just stuck for a while. So, if you run across some reasonably priced Skip Beat 3-in-1s, hit me up, let me know. I'm going to keep an eye on them as well, and I will just kind of slowly collect them, because I'm in for the long haul at this point, because we're really finally starting to understand the hero of the series, and his infatuation with our heroine, and it's working for me. It's working for me way better than I expected it to. So there's that. So at this point, Maeve's going to finish up the volume she's reading, and then we're going to go grab some dinner, and then more reading will happen. I've got a poll going. I haven't looked at the results yet of when I'll start, but you guys will see in the next clip. Hello. It's like 9:15-ish on Friday night, and I just finished the 3 volumes of LDK that I had. I'm just going to hold up volume 12. So this series, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it, because in general, I enjoy it when I pick it up, but when I don't have volumes to read, I'm okay to just collect a bunch and then read them together. The series overall is good. It's fine. I do think it's probably a little overlong for what they're trying to do, but at the same time, I respect the different stories that are being told within the series. So through these 3, we start a new school year. Shusei runs into an old classmate who happens to be female. They were teammates on the basketball team. He always just thought of her as a teammate, but she had feelings for him that she'd been suppressing for a long time. So obviously that came into play, and there are reasons why. And I thought the reasons why were actually really kind of good. Once we got to them, it just took a while to get there. And I do enjoy the direction of the series and the fact that they have not been sexually intimate yet. They're waiting until after graduation, at this point at least. That's the goal, at least. And yeah, it's just really interesting. We just had Awie's birthday, and yeah. So these volumes were good. I still get kind of frustrated with the series, but I'm going to try to get caught up here soon. And see what happens from there. The next one on my list is Phantom Tales of the Night, but I may freak myself out if I read that this late and then try to go to sleep. So I think I might go for Wonder Cat Q-chan instead and then go to Phantom Tales of the Night. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling right now. If I read any more tonight, I probably won't check in with you again until tomorrow. I'm going to kind of cozy down. I might not even do any more reading. I may just watch some YouTube and veg out. I haven't decided yet, but I am going to call my husband before anything. But yeah, anyways, chat with you guys tomorrow. Hello. It is now Saturday. It's actually like 12:30. I've just been doing lots of reading this morning. Say hi, Alice. This is Maeve's sweet puppy, Alice. She's been hanging with us the whole trip. You've probably seen a couple clips with her so far. So let's talk about what I've read so far. Maeve is off in the hot tub. My body's decided that it's going to be a brat and not allow me to get in the hot tub. So, as much as that would feel good, I just can't. So, we've done quite a bit of reading. Woo! So far today. So, I read my buddy read pages for A Magic Steeped in Poison, and I'm very conflicted right now. There was a big reveal in that last set of 50 pages that I don't know how to feel about right now. I'm worried. I've heard people love or hate this book, so I'm really curious where I'm going to land with it. So we'll find out tomorrow when I finish. Then I ended up reading volumes 8 and 9 of Phantom Tales of the Night. These covers are just too pretty for their own good. This series is that borderline of like horror thriller for me. Um, Particularly volume 9 deals a lot with snakes. So if snakes are something that totally freak you out, just be prepared. But these volumes were particularly interesting for the overarching plot that we've had going on this whole time. So I really enjoyed these volumes. Definitely looking forward to the next one. This one's a very unique one in my collection because I don't really do the spooky horror stuff very well. But for whatever reason, this one kind of walks that line but doesn't cross it for me. And so I really enjoy it. So if you're kind of a wimp, maybe try that one. Alice.
Hi. Hi.
The other thing that I've ended up reading is My Wife Has No Emotion. So I'm up to volume 3 on this one, and there are some really interesting developments in volumes 2 and 3 that make me really excited to continue. Yes, the sister in the first volume is a little bit weird, and we see her for just like one moment in the second volume. But outside of that, she's really not part of the story, and I really enjoy what's happening here. And it's really, really cute, and I'm just really excited to continue that one. So, up next on the list is Wonder Cat Q-Chan. Let's go. All right, it's update time. Again, it's been a little while. It's now 4, so it's been a few hours. But I've caught up on a few more series, so let's chat about them real quick. So, Wonder Cat Q-Chan. Adorable as ever. I still love this. This is just adorable, fun cat shenanigans about a walking cat that wears socks and is adorable, and his owner Hinata, and I just love them. They're adorable. Would not change a thing about this series. It is absolutely just precious, and I love it. And then a series that I actually completed, not just got current on, is Sex Ed 120%. So this is amazing. The first volume was good and well done, but I feel like 2 and 3 really round it out. And it talks about everything related to growing up with your bodies and things related to somewhat taboo subjects. It does a lot of talk about LGBT people, and there's some really great conversations going on throughout the whole thing, and how there are stereotypes and all sorts of things forced on you by society, and about how that's not necessarily correct. Like, if I had my own kid and they were curious about this kind of stuff, this is the kind of series I would give them to explicitly tell them about it. And if they had questions, then I would talk to them, obviously, and fill in the gaps. But this is pretty dang thorough. I mean, she's holding a period cup here on that cover of volume 2. Like, they talk about all different types of things related to your period and everything. Like, it's just so, so good. I loved this. And there was even a great debate about circumcised versus not circumcised, and I just thought that was a really good conversation. It was just very, very well done, well handled, and yes, loved everything about the series. I thought it rounded out really, really well. I do plan on hanging on to that one. Another series I love and adore, The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today. I loved everything about these. They just made me happy, and I giggled and had the best time. Like, if you have been thinking about trying this series and just wondered if it's good, just pick it up. You'll love it. It's amazing. I loved everything about this. Everything about them, everything about this series works for me. It's just amazing, and I love it. With that said, I only have one more series that I have multiple volumes of right now, and that is Candy Color Paradox. I have volumes 2 and 3 here with me, and after that, I have a bunch of singles, so we'll see what I get read. I mean, we're mostly through Saturday, so I might only read a few more, but just the fact that I finished all the ones that I had multiple volumes of on this trip, like, makes me so happy, because that's the biggest thing I wanted to do with this challenge anyway. And this has just been the most chill trip ever. Maeve's been great. We're going to travel together a whole lot more. So don't you guys worry. You'll see her probably in future vlogs. You know, she's just lounging in her happiness. And so I'm not vlogging her. And she's shy. So that's fine. Y'all can go check out her feed if you want to see her face and all those kinds of things. And her channel. Because she might start posting soon. She hasn't decided yet. But on to Candy Color Paradox. And I may put up a poll to see what people want me to read now that I'm out of my doubled up stuff. Because I've got all those singles. I have a few that I want to prioritize first, though. So I'll probably focus on those. Maybe once I'm back home, I'll have you guys pick some out. But these are ones I'm just super excited about. So we'll see. Any hoozle, I got some reading to do. Hello again. So I just finished up these 2 volumes, which is volumes 2 and 3 of Candy Color Paradox. Now, I'd read about half of volume 2, maybe a little more than half. Maybe I read the whole thing, but I didn't remember the second half of it. And then volume 3. So in volume 3, we have a huge time skip. And then we have somebody who enters the picture who really causes a lot of problems in this volume. But I ended up being okay with it once it kind of, like, everything was kind of figured out between them. I really like the grumpy sunshine of the couple. They work really well for me. And even with the conflict in the middle, the one knew that something was wrong, and they really worked on fixing things. And so that did end up working for me. And so, yeah. That is the last of my multiple volumes that I really wanted to catch up on, except for Welcome to the Ballroom, and I'm okay to wait on that. That wasn't originally on my TBR anyway. So that feels really good. I have a bunch of singles left. I have a few that I want to get to before I have you guys, like, pick some out for me. I've got, like, Imakoi and Yona and a few things like that over there that I haven't gotten to yet that I'm really excited about. So I think I'm going to dive into those after dinner. We're about to go get some Mexican food. Yum, yum. And then we will read this evening, and I am down to my singles. And that makes me feel really, really good because now I'm not super overwhelmed by my TBR. I've been able to knock out a bunch of it this month. It's been great. And yes, this trip has been marvelous. Maeve just currently took Alice out. So yeah, we're going to go get food. It's going to be good. Yum, yum. I'm so excited. Okay, so I think this is going to be my final reading update from this trip. So, real quick, let's talk about the 3 more volumes that I've read since we last chatted. So first up, I have Imakoi Volume 2, which was absolutely fantastic. I loved this one even more than the first. So excited for the next volume because that comes out, like, next week, the week after? It's coming out soon. So I'm going to be hunting for it, and as soon as it shows up in my store, it's coming home with me because I need more of these 2 because they're too adorable. Speaking of another one that I want more of soon, that is The Duke of Death and His Maid. Even though this has that ecchi element to it still, I love this. I find this charming and adorable, and I really like the whole thing where, like, they can't physically touch each other, so they have to flirt without touching. And it's amazing, and it's cute. And there's other things going on in the background that make this a very interesting story and a very interesting plot. So I'm very much looking forward to more here as well. And then, last but not least, I read Volume 2 of Magic Artisan Dahlia Wilts No More. This volume was so good. I was worried initially about our male character here on the cover, but I still really like him. He's still very good for Dahlia. I do think they are going to have a slow burn romance as this continues, and I'm totally down for that, honestly. It's going to be great. And again, I still love the art. I still love how the magic works in this world. And I love how she continues to stick it to her ex-fiance in the best ways. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. So with that said, it's late Saturday night. I'm just doing a little bit of packing so that tomorrow morning's easier. And that's why I wanted to make sure I did this update. And then I'm going to relax, watch some YouTube, and just kind of veg out the rest of the night. And then check out times at 11 tomorrow. I might sneak one more volume in. We'll see. I don't know. Right now, I'm really proud of everything I've gotten read while I've been here, and just everything I've gotten read manga-wise this month in general, because it's honestly been amazing. This Tackle Your TBR challenge is something Maeve and I are already talking about doing another round. We might do it like twice a year. More stuff will be coming soon, because we're kind of thinking like an after the holidays thing, because we all get gifted a lot. And then like kind of this year, like late in the summer, we've all been buying more than we can read, so let's focus on reading it kind of a thing. So yeah, anyways, I will probably update you tomorrow once I'm home. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So yeah, we'll do one more update for this vlog once I'm home tomorrow. You might get a little more B-roll. I don't know. We'll see. And chat with you later. Hi, it's proof we were actually together the whole time. I know that I didn't film a lot of clips with her, but, you know, she was just lounging and comfy, and she's shy. So we didn't do a lot of clips together, but legitimately, this trip has been so fun. We were already, like, in our heads planning the next one. We're going to come back and do this soon. We would even come back here, because our stay here was really quite nice, and the room was really just nice and cozy.
Yep.
So.
Yep, it was.
Yep, and they let her little Alice come with us.
Alice baby came with.
So she was great, and we travel well together, so we're excited for more trips.
Yes.
Maybe she'll be more adventurous in future vlogs, but...
Yeah, I'll be more involved, I promise.
All right, guys, so we're headed home, and I will do a quick wrap-up of the week once I'm home. Hello. So it is actually Wednesday. I'm here to finally close out this vlog. So I've not done any reading the last few days, and it's just been wild. I gave myself a little bit of grace and some time. I read a ton in the month of August. I'm very proud of everything I got read. But I did need to tell you about one last thing before I wrap this up, and that is I did finish A Magic Steeped in Poison by Judy I. Lin. And with where this one leaves off, I am interested in the sequel. There are some things afoot politically in here that I didn't quite see coming, and they were a very nice surprise, and I really enjoyed the journey of this book because I thought the descriptions were very lovely. The magic system is incredibly intriguing to me. In a way, for me, mentally, it kind of works similarly to the magic system in Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson in just the way I visualize it in my head. So don't go comparing the two because they're very different stories and very different books and very different magic systems. But like visually in my head, it looks kind of similar in the way it operates. And I am very, very, very excited to see where book 2 in this one goes because this one was really lovely. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition that has the beautiful end papers as well as the teapot stamp and the purple foiling on the cover. So I am very, very excited. The sequel is out, so I'm probably going to pick that up relatively soon. I'm going to film like a shopping at Barnes & Noble vlog, so I'm not sure if that's going to go up before or after this one, but I may pick that up during that shopping trip. So anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're here just because you love me, leave me a sunshine emoji because it's been a lovely week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head?